Today I'm putting together a glam holiday look for us over 50 gals. Come along with me, let's get our cheer on together. Welcome back, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. I'm really in the holiday mood today, and as you can see by my makeup, I've got my glam going on. I'm really excited for today's video because we're working on a fun, glamorous holiday look, and I don't get to do this often. I don't know about you, but getting glammed up now and again is always so much fun, and I really enjoy it. And the other exciting thing is this video is in collaboration with two of my wonderful friends here on YouTube that are a member of the Mature Beauty community. You'll want to get to know both of them. The first one is Lisa from Lisa Monique Beauty. She has a wonderful channel and is just a delightful, darling woman. I always learned so much about makeup and skincare from her videos. Plus, one of the best parts about Lisa's channel is that she's a professional photographer, so her videos always look so gorgeous. So make sure you go on over to Lisa Monique Beauty, check her out, subscribe, and become a fan. You'll really enjoy the content that she's sharing. The second channel that I'm working with today is About Face by Mona, and Mona is really such a sweetheart in the mature YouTube beauty community. She's really more of an ambassador than anything. She has such a warm heart, open, loving, and caring, and always inclusive to everyone here in the community. She does a wonderful job on her channel. She's so excited about makeup, and watching her videos really does feel like you're just sitting there chatting with a friend. So go on over to About Face by Mona and check her channel out. You really will feel like you're hanging out with a girlfriend, and I think that you're just going to love her. So Lisa Monique Beauty and About Face by Mona, those are two mature YouTube beauty channels that you're going to want to know about. I put together this glam holiday look. It's featuring a few items that I've used before, but I'm trying out some new product as well. So come along, let's get started. My face is all prepped with my serums and moisturizers and of course my sunscreen. And for primer today, I'm trying out a new primer, and this is just the second or third time I've used it, so I'm still kind of figuring out if I like it. It's the Revlon Photo Ready primer. It says Perfecting Primer. I can say that it really does have quite the blurring effect on my skin, so I think I might be liking this one. And then also up on the tops of my cheeks, I've added the Wet n Wild Dewy Lumino. This is a glowy primer because I just want to add a little bit of glow to the top of my cheeks. And then for my eyelids, I've used my Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm going to start with foundation today, and I'm going to go in with my current holy grail. This is the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless Foundation. I love this foundation. It goes on so smoothly, and it just makes my skin look flawless. It just seems to go really well with my skin. So I always start with my foundation with a foundation brush and just work that over the skin, and then I'll go in with a beauty blender after that. I'm in the color Buff Beige in this foundation. I'm not sure it's the best match for me, but it certainly seems to work just fine once I add bronzer and highlighter and that sort of thing. Everything, the color just blends in quite nicely. Once I have that foundation all worked in with my brush, I go in with the beauty blender and just smooth things out. For concealer, I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl True Blend Concealer. You know, there's so many good drugstore concealers these days. Truly, I think that there's probably 8, 9, or 10 that are just phenomenal. I still seem to be going back to this one. This one seems to just work really well for my skin. I'm in the color Natural, and the important thing for me when I'm applying this concealer, it has one of those big butt applicators, is that I just start with a very, very little bit because, gosh, you just really don't need much. So I just put a little bit on the dark areas of my under eyes, start tapping that out with my fingers. Then I go in with a pointed sponge and really just smooth that in. To set my under eyes, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. HD powder. I have been using this for quite some time, but I've been using it in the compact formula. This is the loose powder, and I've been giving it a try. Just put a little bit into the lid, get it on my brush, tap it off, and then just very gently, I just place it under my under eye area and set that concealer. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the New Classics palette from e.l.f. I love this palette. You guys have seen me talk about this. This is one of their new 18-pan formula palettes, and the colors in here are just beautiful. It's called the New Classics, and it really is. It's just the new classic colors. I'm going to be doing a very, very soft eye today, so I'm going to be using just mainly the lighter colors in this palette. To cover my lid, I'm going to tap into this creamy color right up here in the corner. It's called Cream. I'm going to put that all over both lids. These formulas are so beautiful, just a lot of color payout and very little fallout for any of the colors that I've seen so far. A lot of kick up with dust though, so be wary. For the crease color, I'm going to go in with this color Truffle right here. It's just a really soft, very sably brown, neutral, not warm, not cool. And I just want to keep the eye really light today, so I'm going to do a very, very soft application of this color in the crease area. So it's getting all holiday-ish here in my little town on the ocean. And one of the big holiday events in this area, we have a botanical garden, and it's really a beautiful garden. It's like 50 or 60 acres right on the cliffs of the ocean, and it's really gorgeous. And one of the things that they do throughout the year is that they have a holiday festival of lights at the gardens. So that's kind of the big thing that we do in town. Instead of driving around to look at Christmas lights on people's houses, everyone goes to the botanical gardens and does it's called Evening of Lights or Christmas lights or something like that. So it starts at 5 in the evening and goes till like 7:30 or 8, and people stroll the gardens. It's all lit up. It's really, really beautiful. So a girlfriend and I are going to go this year, and maybe my daughter and her boyfriend are going to go with us. We'll see. I'm bringing that soft brown just down into the outside third of my lid, just keeping that color really, really soft up in that eye area. Now I'm going to go on with the blending brush and just blend that out so it's very, very smooth. Now I'm going to tap my finger into rose gold, this color right here, and I'm just going to put a very, very light application on the outside third of my lid, just keeping it really, really soft and light. Go back in with my blending brush and blend that in. Most of the shimmer in that color will soften out by the blending, and it'll just leave a nice sheer color in its place. Now I'm going to tap my finger into this color called Glamour right here. It's like a shimmery champagne color. Just tap my finger into that, and that's going to go on the movable lid. So most of that lid, except for that, just that outside third where I put the rose gold. And I want to get a pretty heavy application of that. The look I'm going for is snowflakes on my eyelids. So that's the concept of the look today. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty color. This palette is really so versatile. The nice thing about this look is it really is so soft and pretty, and it's so easy. Now I'm going to go back in with that same flat brush that I worked over the whole eyelid, and I'm going to tap it into that color Glamour again, the champagne color right here, and I'm going to put that right under my eyebrows just to highlight that area. Has a nice little shimmer to it, so when I move my face, it'll have a little shift to it. I'm going to go back in and start working on more of the complexion, and I'll be using the Butter Bronzer today. This is such a beautiful bronzer. It's a very, very soft color, which will really work well with this soft look. So I'm going to go in with this new brush. It's a very, very dense brush. I got it in, I think, my BoxyCharm. Yeah, it's a BoxyCharm brush. Just start working that bronzer over my face, up in my hairline to kind of define the warmth in the forehead, and then down underneath the cheeks. And then I always put a little bit under my chin to kind of make things look a little bit firmer than they are in real life. I'm going to go in with the blending brush and just really blend that bronzer in so it has a real smooth look over my complexion. For blush, I'm going to be going in with a ColourPop blush, and it's the color Blush. I really am loving this formula, and I'm just going to put a very, very light application on it just to warm the cheeks up a little bit. I tap a little bit on my blush brush and just work that into the outside and upstairs area of my cheeks. This blush is really a pretty color. It's a matte blush. It doesn't have any shimmer in it, so it just really adds a pretty flush of rose to your skin. For a highlighter, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty highlighter palette, 3D highlighter palette. This is new to me, and I've been really working with it to see how I like it. It has 4 beautiful colors in here. This is kind of a gold, a more gold shimmer, and then soft very, very soft kind of bronzy, rosy tone here, and then of course the rosier one. I've been using mostly these two, and I think that I'll go into this one today because we're doing such a soft look. I'm just going to put a little bit on my tapered brush, tap it off, and it's such a pretty color. Can you see that? We love our highlighter, don't we? I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush and blend that in so it's just a real sheer application. I did most of my brows before I started today, and I will use the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. This is a new product to me. It's a brow pencil. It has a spoolie on one end and then one of these kind of angled pencils on the other. I'm really kind of liking that, and it actually went on pretty quickly. I'm just gonna add a little bit more now because I wanna define some of the areas that may have been moved around from the foundation and the blending, and then just add sort of a nice tail onto my brows here. This tip is nice because you can go either the fat way or the skinny way. Does that make sense? And you can cover a lot of ground with the fat way, which is nice for me because it really does go in quickly. And I'm liking the color. I think it's a nice soft color, particularly for someone with my hair color. I have most of my makeup done. I'm going to do the lippy last because that's going to be the real pop of color in this look. I'm going to go ahead and hop off, do my tight lining and my mascara, and I'll be right back to finish up. I've done my mascara and my tight lining, and for mascara I use the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I'm just now starting to use this, and you know, the jury's still out for me. I know it's a really popular mascara, and I have a lot of mascaras that I really love. I am liking this, but I want to see how it goes for the next couple of weeks before I really have an opinion on it. So I'll keep you guys posted. And I'm wearing something new today that I haven't worn before in a video. I'm just now trying it out. I'm wearing liquid eyeliner. It's really, really difficult for me to put it on because it's new to me. It's a new skill that I'm learning. And I'm using the Hank and Henry liquid eyeliner gel. I'm not sure what they call it, but it comes in this little tip here. And you know, it goes on really easily. I'm kind of new at putting it on, so you guys will have to let me know what you think about it. I can't even imagine doing this on camera. It takes me, you know, I really have to focus when I do it. It's kind of a new thing. I'm not sure how I like it, but you guys give me your opinion and let me know your thoughts. The next step before I put on my lipstick is I want to just dust a little bit of this Milani Prep Set and Glow. If you haven't used this or tried it, gosh, really consider it. I think if I had to name my #1 product for 2019, this would be it. It just gives such a beautiful finish to the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and just get a soft brush right here, and I just, you know, put a little bit on my brush, and I just really dust it all over the face. It just gives such a beautiful soft glow. It really adds life to the complexion. And that foundation that I'm loving, the Olay and CoverGirl, is very, very matte. So anything I can do to pop it up a little bit to put some life into my skin, I really appreciate. You can see it just adds just such a beautiful glow to the skin. I think it's a perfect holiday look. For lipstick, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. You might have seen these in one of my other videos. I love these. And this is such a fun color. It's called Treat Yourself. And this really is the pop of color in my look today. You know, when I was raising the girls in a little suburb, there was a gal in my neighborhood, and she was all into makeup and beauty. She always looked fabulous. I was always trying to keep the floors clean, but she was really into makeup. And she used to always tell me, light eyes, dark lips, dark eyes, light lips. So I always remember that. So that's why I have such a light look on my eyes today, because I want to go really strong with the lip color. So this is just a fabulous kind of rosy pink color. I think would be so fun for the holidays. And this formula, they stay on, which is really, really nice. So I think if you're going to a holiday party and you're going to be having hors d'oeuvres and drinks and that sort of thing, you don't have to worry about it coming off onto your teeth or onto your glass or your napkin. So I'm just going to go ahead and start in with this. Isn't that color just so fun? I think it's just a great, great shade for the holidays. Here we have the finished look. I'm just loving that bright lipstick with the soft eye. I think it's just such a pretty glamorous look. It's kind of snowflakes at the top and poinsettias at the bottom. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed this very fun Get Ready With Me, and make sure you stop by and visit Lisa Monique and Mona on YouTube here. They're wonderful mature beauty YouTubers, and you really do want to get to know them. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Make sure you stop by prettyover50.com on the web. We'd love to see you over there. There's a lot of great information just waiting for you. Thanks so much for stopping by today. It just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.